We'd
love
to hear
to
the
hear
truth
from you. It does take a special sort of head teacher to turn around the worst school in the country. But Harropfold in Salford has been lucky enough to have just that person. Drew Povey has transformed the school in 12 years, impressing Ofsted inspectors, parents and pupils alike.
So it's no wonder he caught the attention of Channel 4 producers for the new series Educating Greater Manchester. You've seen a bit of him already. Let's see a bit more, shall we? We're going to talk to Drew and a colleague in a moment. But first, this is Drew in action, instilling his discipline technique with some pupils who've put some rather choice words and a naughty bit of graffiti on a wall. Deal with it.
There's been a van on the playground. Really, it's quite amusing, but I need to go and be angry, so I need to compose myself.
Should we come in?
Yeah?
Can you sit down?
No, you can't. None of you will sit down in this office. Get in and make sure you can see me and hear me. Everyone in this room better have their eyes glued to mine for this whole conversation. Your eyes come off mine and there's big trouble. Whilst we might have all done something like that when we were at school, and I might have been, you know, partial to drawing something like that myself in those circumstances. I was a lad myself once, believe it or not. I think we have to look at the situation that we're dealing with, which is the reputation of the school, which makes me very cross very quickly. Do you have any idea what those people will be thinking of this school? Thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you, you, and you. What are they going to think about the blue blazer?
Sit up straight. Look ahead. Don't take your eyes off the camera. Head teacher Drew Povey and head of Year 7 at the school, Julie Bland, are with us now. Welcome.
Morning.
Good morning.
We are terrified, Drew, to meet you this morning. Even you look quite scared to see yourself on camera there. I mean,
yeah.
you do a good job at that. What would be your main lesson in instilling discipline in that kind of situation? What are you trying to achieve?
Well, eyes on me, as you could see from the clip there. But I think it's about setting boundaries with young people, making sure they know what's right and wrong. I think that's key. And also it's about making sure young people, you can build a relationship with them. So if you want to have real influence, you've got to have a relationship. So just saying to them, that's right, that's wrong, that's what you need to do is probably not going to work.
Are they scared of you?
I don't know. I get asked this. Is it kind of fear or respect? I'm not sure. You'd probably have to ask the kids, but I think you need a healthy mix of both.
Julie, tell us about your role at the school.
Yeah, I'm the year leader for Year 7, but I'm part of a team. There's 5 year leaders for each year group, and we work together. I'm involved in inducting children into school from primary and settling them in.
Settling them in, that's quite key, isn't it? Because it's not just, here's your classroom, here's where to go. You're looking at specific, perhaps, issues, integration issues, being part of the school, or perhaps not understanding the ways of the school without feeling isolated if you're different.
Yeah, definitely. And I think children come in with different problems and issues. Most children just settle in, no problems at all, but other children need more support.
Tell me about one of the, when the school was approached, and we'll talk to you, Drew, in a moment about this, but as someone who's not the overseer, someone who is part of the team, who's talking to the children all the time, one of the difficulties with programmes like this is it highlights bad behaviour or children who are perceived as bad, not just naughty, but bad, and the negative impact it can have on them. How concerned were you about that, and what reassurances were you given?
I wasn't really concerned about that. I mean, school is a school. The daily working life of a school, there's all kinds of things going on all the time, and we're used to it, used to dealing with the behaviour, and whatever presents itself, we're quite proactive, and we can be reactive as well if we need to be. So I didn't really have any concerns about that at all.
We've got one clip, a particularly sensitive story on the programme. This is a clip we can show. This is Rani, who's a boy from Syria who struggles at the start when he joins, but then he strikes up a friendship with a classmate called Jack. Here they are.
You all right, lad? What you have to do is match up the same colour paint. Which one doesn't match up any colour?
Oh no, I found it. This one.
Oh, Ronnie, well done. I think that's right, isn't it?
Yes, Ronnie.
2. So 2 black there. Half the amount of white. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 2 to 1. Exactly the same.
I'm gonna do the prank. We're like twins. We're like
Ah, great smiles there. I mean, we were talking there about letting the cameras in and seeing bad behaviour, but you know, Drew, you also must have been very conscious about, you know, the vulnerabilities of some pupils, you know, because it's a difficult time, isn't it? I mean, how do you approach that when you're trying to persuade parents, kids, teachers, staff that you're going to invite Channel 4 in and they can film you warts and all?
Yeah, I don't think it was about convincing people. I think it was about giving them the information, and we took a vote with the students and we took a vote with the staff, and we asked parents their views as well. And
well, literally hands in the air.
Absolutely,
yeah.
It was a collective decision that we all had to make, because I can't go in and say this is what I think we should do. I think it's about presenting people with the information, and it certainly worked for us. And of course, there are risks to go with it, but we're extremely proud of what we've achieved at the school. It's a great place. You can see from people like Jack and Rani, brilliant kids, fantastic staff, and we thought, why not put ourselves out there and showcase the great things that are happening at the school.
Staff obviously have been the key to your success in leading a team to turn around one of the worst schools in the country. And you've done that with staff like Julie at your side, but also with a couple of brothers in the mix as well.
Yes.
So what are you, Mr. Povey 1, Mr. Povey 2, Mr. Povey 3?
Well, it depends how you look at it. I'm sure the kids have got many names for us that they would use, but I'd be head Povey. And then my brother, Ross, my older brother, he was there first, so he'd be known as Music Povey. Yeah. And then my younger brother, Ben, he came third, and he's known as Behaviour Povey. So we've all got our titles that
Julie,
we know
what
about.
are they called behind their back?
That is what they're called.
Behind their back?
Head Povey, Music Povey and Behaviour Povey.
Sounds like working for the mafia.
I think the children are just used to it, and I think they like it as well. I think they like that familiarity and that attachment. They get attached to people. And, you know, it's a lovely environment in which to work. It's great working with kids.
Yeah, I mean, it must be hard, I think, to get used to the cameras and stuff, isn't it? When the cameras are in the school and they're following everything you do. Yeah, is what we see on telly really what it's like?
Yeah, I think from the outset you have to really decide that you're ignoring the cameras straight away in order to be yourself. So from the outset, you have to forget they're there.
Looking forward to the term starting?
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's a long time when
you looked hesitant there, Julie.
Well, I've had a busy 6 weeks, so yeah. I am glad to
you're
get
welcoming
back.
the Year 7s into the school, so yeah, this is probably the busiest time of year.
Oh yeah, it's going to be busy.
Thank you both very much indeed for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Good luck.
You're still giving us the eye. Have you noticed that? Still staring. Thank you. Good luck. Enjoy the show, and you can see Educating Greater Manchester tonight on Channel 4 at 9 o'clock.